fill the whole. It's 15 chairs for 15 view. You all seated? Are we on live? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to the public. Welcome here this morning to the official opening and inauguration of the Bitou Junior Town Council. Today is Tuesday, the 21st of March, 2023. We have here in front of us young and vibrant leaders looking to take Bitou forward in terms of their different roles they will be playing here today. As with all proceedings, we normally have a silent prayer to reflect in our different religion. Please make sure those that will be signing the attendance register, if there is attendance register circulating, just make sure you do sign it. And then we will reflect in our different religion or our silent prayer starting now. Amen. Before we continue, in front, does everybody have an agenda in front of them? That going forward will be your agenda in all your meetings. You will receive it in advance so that you can peruse it at home. And then when you come to council during your junior town council meeting, you can make informed decisions. We are about to start fully with the program. Here this morning, I would like to welcome on my left and right hand side, in terms of protocol, the Executive Mayor, Mayor Dave Swart. Welcome here this morning. On my right hand side, I have here with me the Deputy Executive Mayor, Mayor Mavis Busakwe. Welcome, Deputy Mayor. Then you can continue in your agenda. You would see there's a order of business. Please follow the order of business until you go to the portfolio of index. On page 6, you would see there's a portfolio of index. We will not continue with the portfolio of index now. We will be focused on the order of business. Please remain focused on the order of business. I have done the opening and welcoming here this morning. My role here will be to officiate for only up until the election of the speaker, which is point 4 on the order of business. When we have elected the speaker must take the chair immediately, and which I will be handing over. From there, the speaker will conduct still the order of business leading into the portfolio of index. So we will continue with 1.1, the declaration of composition of the Bitou Junior Town Council. If you can just open it, and then you can go to page 7. Which deals with the background. The Bitou Junior Town Council is selected from all high schools in the Bitou municipal area, grade 10 and grade 11. The municipality has advertised on the 1st of November 2022 for scholars to apply. The closing date was the 18th of November 2022. The initial schools to participate in the program were the 5 formal high schools within Bitou municipality, the Greenwood Bay College, Murray High, Plettenberg Bay Christian School, Plettenberg Bay Secondary, and Wittedraf High School. The municipality established a coordinating committee that consisted of teachers or representatives of all the schools in preparation of the establishment of the Bitou Junior Town Council. The Bitou Junior Town Council Coordinating Committee will be representatives between the municipality and the schools or place of learning, and its role will be further extended through the formal terms of reference when approved. In a meeting of coordinating forum, all schools indicated that they would form part of the Bitou Junior Town Council except Plettenberg Bay Christian School. No reasons were given except they will not participate in this round. All schools had the responsibility to shortlist up to 6 to 8 shortlisted candidates. These candidates were interviewed by the Office of the Speaker, where 15 candidates were selected. After the selection process has been completed, the Speaker's office were informed that one of the selected candidates from GBC, Rachel van der Wooyen, will be doing homeschool in 2023. The Speaker took the decision that we should include homeschooling as the candidate is still a scholar, although she's homeschooling. Thus, the constituted Bitou Junior Council are as follows. Page 8, Faith Schools. Plettenberg Bay Secondary School is Faith in attendance. Drew Cunningham from Plettenberg Bay Secondary School. Chelsea Paulson. Keisha Ruth Bartman. We go to the Murray High School, Apalele Tuelesha. Apumile Mtata. Ntila Malibongwe. Anoyolo Kalipa. Then we continue to Plettenberg High School, Noah Theron. Solaka Noi. Storm Theodosi. Sunay Kutsia. Ralu van Eystien. Inside Out Academia, Rachel van Rooyen. Welcome. And then GBC, Amira Ghani. With that, that is the item before you. Can I please have a proposer and a seconder on this item? Are we all clear with what has been read to us? So what happens now? If all are in agreement, someone's proposed and a seconder to say it is the truth that was read in council. So can I have a proposer? Proposed, Ralu van Eystien. Proposed by Ralu van Eystien. Can I have a seconder? Seconded? Then Sunay. We have seconded by Sunay. So we will go back to the order of business. We will continue with point 2. Point 2 deals with the oath or solemn information by members of the Bitou Junior Town Council. We will be swearing in councillors. We will start on my right-hand side, one by one. Okay, we'll do it accordingly to the list. Okay, we will do it accordingly to the list. When your name is being called, please come to the front by the table where you will be sworn in as a Bitou Junior Town Councillor. This is a very, how do you say it now, historic occasion for us in Bitou. Please make sure that you read the correct. If you can either your left or with your left hand.
Left hand on the Bible, right hand.
Left hand on the Bible and the right hand.
For those who wish to take the oath, those who does not want to swear by either by your own religion, may take an affirmation.
Come to the front. The swearing in will be done by the Director of Community Services, Director Melanie Ann Paulson, who is also a qualified lawyer in a private life. Thank you. Can we please call to the front, Faith Scholes?
Councillor Scholes, oath or affirmation. I, Faith Scholes. I, Faith Scholes. Hereby swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa. That I will obey, respect and uphold. The Constitution and all other laws of the Republic. I will fulfill my duties as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council to the best of my ability. That's what I'll say. Congratulations. Through Cunningham.
Next, through Cunningham.
Councillor Cunningham, for affirmation. I don't know my left from my right this morning. Repeat after me. I, Drew Cunningham. I hereby swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa. That I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa. That I will obey, respect, and uphold. That I will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution and all other laws of the Republic. And I will execute my duties as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council. As a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council. To the best of my abilities. So help me God. Congratulations, Councillor.
Chelsea Paulson.
I, Chelsea Paulson. I, Chelsea Paulson. Do hereby swear. Do hereby swear. That I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa. That I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa. That I will obey, respect, and uphold. That I will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution and all other laws. And that I will execute my duties. And that I will execute my duties as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council. As a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council. To the best of my abilities. So help me. So help me. Congratulations.
Isha Ruth Bartman.
Information. I, Keisha Bartman. I, Keisha Bartman. Hereby affirm. Hereby affirm. That I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa. That I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa. That I will obey, respect, and uphold. That I will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution. The Constitution. And all other laws of the Republic. And all other laws. That I will execute my duties. And I will execute my duties as a member. As a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council. To the best of my ability. This is my solemn affirmation. This is my solemn affirmation. Congratulations, now.
Next, Apelele Teleswa.
All the information. I am Mbulelo Memani. Do hereby swear. I hereby swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa. That I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa. That I will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution and all other laws of the Republic. And all other laws of the Republic. That I will execute my duties. And I will execute my duties as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council. As a member of the to the best of my abilities. To the best of my abilities. So help me God. So congratulations, Councillor.
Tumile Mtata.
Councillor, also information. I'm sorry, information. I, Atumile Mtata.
I, Atumile Martins.
I, Atumile Mata.
I, Atumile Mata.
Do hereby affirm. Do hereby affirm.
Do hereby affirm
that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa.
that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa.
That I will obey, respect, and uphold.
That I will obey and respect and uphold
the Constitution.
The Constitution.
And all other laws of the Republic.
And all other laws of the Republic.
And I will execute my duties. And I will execute.
That I will execute
my duties.
My duties.
As a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council.
As a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council.
To the best of my abilities.
To the best of my abilities.
This is my solemn affirmation.
This is my solemn affirmation.
Congratulations.
Mtila Malibongwe.
Councillor, oath of affirmation. Oath of affirmation. I, Tila Malibongwe,
I, Tila Malibongwe,
hereby affirm
hereby affirm
that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa,
that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa,
that I will obey, respect, and uphold
that I will obey, respect, and uphold
the Constitution
the Constitution
and all other laws of the Republic,
and all other laws of the Republic,
and that I will execute my duties
and that I will execute my duties
as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council
as a member of the Junior Town Council
to the best of my abilities.
to the best of my ability.
This is my solemn affirmation.
This is my solemn affirmation.
Congratulations, Councillor.
Noyolo Kalipa.
Councillor, oath of affirmation. I, Amayolo Kalipa, hereby swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa, that I will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution and all other laws of the Republic, and that I will execute my duties as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
Yawatheron.
Councillor Theron, oath of affirmation. I, Noah Theron,
I know
hereby swear
hereby swear
that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa,
that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa,
that I will obey, respect, and uphold
I respect and uphold
the Constitution and all other laws of the Republic,
other laws,
that I will execute my duties
execute my duties
as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council
as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So,
Congratulations. I haven't looked up to a grade 11 in a long time. I'm quite annoying. I also got Councillor Noy, oath of affirmation. I, Solaka Noy,
I, Sulaka Nui,
hereby swear
do hereby swear
that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa,
that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa,
and that I will obey, respect, and uphold
and that I will obey, respect, and uphold
the Constitution
the Constitution
and all other laws of the Republic,
and all other laws of the Republic,
and that I will execute my duties
and that I will execute my duties
as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council
as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council
to the best of my ability.
to the best.
So, congratulations.
Storm Theodosi.
I, Storm Theodosi.
I, Storm Theodosia,
As again, yes, Theodosio is kind of tricky, but okay. I, Storm Theodosio,
I, Storm Theodosia,
do hereby swear
hereby swear
that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa,
to be faithful to the Republic of South Africa,
that I will obey, respect, and uphold
that I will obey, respect, and uphold
the Constitution
the Constitution
and all other laws of the Republic,
and all other laws of the Republic,
that I will execute my duties
and I will execute my duties
as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council
as a member of the Town Council
to the best of my ability.
to the best.
So help me God.
So,
Congratulations, Councillor.
Next is Sunay Kutsia.
I, Sunay Kutsia, hereby swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa.
I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa.
That I will obey, respect, and uphold
I will obey, respect,
the Constitution
and
and all other laws of the Republic. And that I will execute my duties as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
Nalu van Huisteen.
Councillor van Huisteen, just it is around bull van Huisteen. Mens seker maak weer foto nie. I, Rolling van Huisteen,
I, Rolly van Huisteen,
do hereby swear
do hereby swear
that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa.
that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa,
That I will obey, respect, and uphold
that I will obey, respect, and uphold
the Constitution
the Constitution
and all other laws of the Republic.
and all other laws of the Republic,
That I will execute my duties
and that I will execute my duties
as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council
as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me.
Congratulations.
Rachel van Rooyen.
I, Rachel van Rooyen, do hereby swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa.
I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa.
That I will obey, respect,
Obey, respect, and uphold
the Constitution and all other laws of the Republic. That I will execute my duties
and that I will execute my duties
as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council
as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me.
So help me.
Congratulations.
And lastly, we have Amira Kani.
I am Mira Ghani.
I am Mira Ghani.
Hereby affirm
Hereby affirm
that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa.
that I will be faithful,
That I will obey, respect, and uphold
I will obey
the Constitution
the Constitution
and all other laws of the Republic.
and all other,
And that I will execute my duties
and that I will execute my duties
as a member of the Bitou Junior Town Council
and will
best of my ability.
the best.
This is my solemn affirmation.
So,
Congratulations, Councillor.
Thank you, Director. We are done with point 2. We continue in the order of business. Are we all in the order of business? Page 3. The attendance register and leave of absence. On this, normally it's where one person or a councillor render an apology in advance to the council meeting. That apology, the speaker normally accepts and read into council. For an example, the executive mayor needs to go to Cape Town to talk about water and electricity. He will in advance inform the office of the speaker. Speaker, hereby please accept my apology or leave of absence. I will be attending A, B, and C. And so today we have no apologies, leave of absence for any councillor. So point 3, we will continue then to point 4. Point 4 is the election of the Bitou Junior Town Council speaker. As I've said before, when we deal with this, once the election or the person has been nominated through a process either by show of hands or by a secret ballot. In this instance, I understand the junior town councillors will go by show of hands, if that is correct. After the person has been nominated, I will need a proposer and the seconder. Please note that person must immediately come to the front to lead the proceedings from this moment forward. Ladies and gentlemen, can we go to your portfolio index? Please, speaker, whoever is going to be the speaker, you will see there's an item number. Please make sure that you first read the item number, and the item must be served before council, and then you will engage on the item. So we are all clear? Okay. Mr. Rachis, can I nominate you as the electoral officer to assist? Director, will you be handling the process for us?
Delegating down, like upwards.
The first item serving, it is JC/03/03/23. You would find the item on page 10. The item is on page 10. The election of Bitou Junior Town Council Speaker. The item is now serving. Councillors, by show of hands, can we have a proposal for a speaker candidate? A nomination for the speaker candidate? Proposed by Faith Scholes. The election for speaker is Tom Theodosio, proposed by Faith Scholes. Nominated, can we have a seconder? Amira Ghani. Seconded by Amira Ghani. Councillors, welcome. Storm Theodosi as our newly elected speaker. I am leaving my chair.
For record purposes, it needs to be by show of hands. Remember your,
Yes.
it must be by way of majority.
I'll continue. Can all those in favor please raise their hand?
You see a speaker. I'm abstaining.
Am I allowed to vote myself?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not going to seem selfish. It's fine.
I abstain.
I'm abstaining.
14 in favor and 1
Abstaining of voting. We have 14 counts. Thank you, Director. You are duly elected.
yes.
Please
Sorry.
come to the front.
In for future, you can vote for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can bring your agenda and your statement to the front. Can you upcoming speech, opening speech?
Hello, guys. First of all, thank you for putting your hands in mine and voting me. I'm very happy that you guys are part of the council, although that all of you have an amazing position, and I'm proud of each and one of you. And I cannot wait to form a relationship with you guys and know that I'm here for you, regardless of speaker, but I would also love to be your friend and to know that we're going to make place a better place. So thank you for voting.
Yes.
Okay.
We need to follow now.
So we're going to go to JC/05/03/23, election of the Bitou Junior Town Council, Deputy Executive Mayor. Okay. First call for nominations. For deputy,
Can we have a nomination for the Deputy Executive Mayor?
Rachel.
Tonight it's here.
Sinead Kusia. Do you accept the nomination? All right, can I have another one?
I nominate. I will.
Malabongwe. Do you accept that?
There's a counter, so now you need to count.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna vote for Sinead Kusia. Show of hands.
All those in favor of Sunay Kutsia by a show of hands?
Okay, 1, 2. Okay, 7.
Are you
voting?
For me,
It's Councillor, are you voting for Councillor Fitzia or for Malibongwe?
vote you Sinead.
8.
8, okay. That's 8.
One of the items, 04, executive.
Well,
It's
it's a big moment.
All right,
So
now,
it's 8 votes in, Speaker, 8 votes in favor of Councillor Fitzia. We will now vote for Councillor Malibongwe. All those in favor of Councillor
Councillor Malibongwe,
5. Councillor Malibongwe, you're allowed to vote for yourself. 6. Are we correct? Speaker, you must count with me, please.
8 versus 6.
8 versus.
Okay. The majority of votes for Councillor Kutsia. So Councillor Kutsia is elected as Deputy Executive Mayor of the Bitou Junior Council.
Executive. Deputy Mayor. Now we're going to JC /05/03/23, election of the Bitou Junior Town Council, Deputy Executive. Sorry, Executive Mayor, my mistake, sorry. JC 04/03/23. Sorry, my apologies.
The election of the Executive Mayor, Junior Town Council. Can we have by show of hands a nomination?
Faith scores.
You accept?
Any other nominations?
There's a nomination for Faith Scholes for the Executive Mayor. Can we now counter? By show of hands, all raise their hands if there's anyone proposed against.
I nominate Malibongwe.
There's a nomination for Malibongwe. Can we go?
For the first
Okay.
nomination?
The first nomination by show of hands
For Faith Scholz?
for Faith Scholes. All those in favor?
You're also allowed to vote. Deputy, are you not voting?
The elected Deputy Mayor, you are allowed to vote.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9. 9 votes in favor of Councillor Scholes. Those in favor of Councillor Malibongwe. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 6 votes in favor of Councillor Malibongwe. Majority of votes for Councillor Scholes. Councillor Scholes is elected as the Bitou Junior Town Council
Executive Mayor. Oh, go to the front. Oh, you can put them in, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Executive Mayor of Bitou Municipality will do the handover.
I will lend you my chain until you're
Here with a few words of encouragement.
say that congratulations firstly, and you're going to have an incredible opportunity leadership skills to learn a lot about the municipality, how the government works, how it affects you and all your colleagues in school, and how it affects my account. Take advantage of this. I'm sure you're going to do a great job and have fun.
Stay there. Thanks.
I'm so glad you're wearing a blazer because I'd have to pin these pins into your shirt. Congratulations.
Take a seat until the done with the proceedings of the day. Please make sure that the chain be resubmitted back. Money, that's the pen after you done one item. You done that, you say the item is on place.
So we are on JC/06/03/23, election of the Bitou Junior Town Council, Secretary of Council on page 16. Nominations. Sulaka Noi. Sulaka, do you accept? Any more nominations?
There's a nomination for Sulaka Noi.
I second.
No. You can overview it now. By show of hands, if there's no other nominations, and all those in favor, by show of hands, raise their hands.
Councillor No, you are allowed to vote for yourself. You abstain. There's nothing wrong with it. Ask the speaker. 14. 14 votes in favor, so Councillor Noi is elected as the Secretary of Council. As for record purposes, administration proposed by Councillor Course and seconded by Councillor Gandhi.
Now we are on JC/07/03/23, election of the Bitou Junior Town Council, whip of council. Elections, nomination. Anyone got to nominate? Yeah? Lele, do you accept? Do you? Anyone else? Amiragani, do you accept? Anyone else? Show of hands for
For the first candidate, show of hands.
Lele. Four votes. Okay, and for Amiragani?
Now you're not voting. 11 votes in favor. Councillor Ghani has then been elected as the whip of council.
Now we are on JC/08/03/23, election of the Bitou Junior Town Council, Environmental Committee, Chairperson and Deputy Chairperson, page 20. All right, so nominations for the Chairperson of Environmental Committee.
Chelsea Wilson.
Chelsea Paulson, do you accept? Anyone else? Yes?
And what they're on.
No, it's all right. Do you accept? No. All right. Decline.
So do we have a seconder for Councillor Scott's nomination for Chelsea Paulson? Rachel van Rooyen.
All right. Cool. Still votes.
Well, show of hands.
By show of hands.
14 votes in favor of Councillor Paulson. Councillor Paulson is in the chairperson of the Environmental Committee. Now we need to call for nominations
For the Deputy Chairperson of Environmental Committee.
Nomination for deputy chairperson. We need one more.
Environment.
Anoyolo.
Pardon?
Anoyolo.
Nayolo, do you accept? You do? Anyone else? Seconds that?
And then.
Councillor Small seconded.
Okay, show of hands. 14, all right.
Councillor, you are allowed to vote for yourself.
You are deputy chairperson for environmental. Now we go on to JC/09/03/23, election of the Bitou Junior Town Council Safety Committee Chairperson and Deputy Chairperson on page 23. Nomination for safety. Keisha, do you accept? Second. All right. Anyone else?
Second.
What's the name of the seconder?
Amira Ghani.
Are we taking Amira
Oh,
Ghani?
sorry. Okay.
Councillor.
Okay. Cool. So, by show of hands. All right. So,
Elected is? Just to see it on the name.
Keisha.
The chairperson for the
Chairperson.
safety committee is Councillor Keisha Barton.
Deputy chairperson for safety committee. Nomination, anyone?
Need a nomination for the deputy?
Really?
Do you accept? Second, another nomination.
Can we have a seconder for that proposal? Councillor Raleigh.
Rod, all right, by show of hands.
Two.
14, all right. Kumile, you are deputy chairperson. So JC/10/03/23, election of Bitou Junior Town Council, Sports, Recreation, Arts, Culture Committee, Chairperson and Deputy Chairperson. For the chairperson, may I get an election? Pardon? Oh, Malabongwe, do you accept? Yes, all right.
There's a nomination for Malibongwe. Is there any counter nomination? There's a counter nomination, Ralo van Eystien. You accept?
Yes.
All right, so let's do Malabongwe, show of hands.
1, 5.
Okay, Malabongwe.
Wait, hold on. People will raise their hands.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry.
Commissioner. 1. Councillors, please, can we keep our hands up if you're confusing the crowd? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in favor of.
8 in favor, Malabongwe. Raleigh van Eystien, show of hands. 6 to 8. So Malabongwe, you are the chairperson of Sports, Recreation, Arts and Culture Committee. Now for the deputy chairperson, nominations. Raleigh?
Now it's Ron.
No, it's Ron. Do you accept?
Any other
Any
nominations?
others? All right. Yes, Ron?
And I draw this.
Nominate Raleigh. Okay. Raleigh, do you accept? All right. So let's first go on to Noah. By show of hands.
It's sent.
Nine. And for Raleigh. Five. All right. So Noah, you are the deputy chairperson. Now JC/11/03/20, election of the Bitou Junior Town Council, Health and Education Committee Chairperson and Deputy Chairperson on page 29. Nomination. Mira?
Rachel van Rooyen.
Rachel van Rooyen, do you accept? Next,
I nominate Drew Cunningham.
Drew Cunningham, do you accept? No.
We need to go to some.
Yes.
Lily, do you accept the nomination?
No. Anyone that accepts?
Only two.
No. Drew didn't accept either.
Oh,
So only
Not
Rachel.
accepted?
So Rachel, a show of hands, who accepts?
15.
15, all right. Rachel, you're the chairperson of Health and Education. So we need a deputy chairperson for Health and Education Committee. Yes.
Proposed.
Do you accept? Yes, you do. All right. Anyone else? All right. By show of hands for Drew. 15. All right, Drew. Okay, JC/12/03/23, election of the Bitou Junior Town Council Governance Committee Chairperson and Deputy Chairperson, page 32. Nominee, anyone?
I nominate Apalele.
Apulele. Apulele, do you accept?
Yes.
Any more? No one?
I nominate Rollo.
Rolly van Heesteen, do you accept?
Yes.
So, anyone else? Let's first go. Okay, Apulele.
First nominator.
Nine for Apulele. Rolly van Heesteen, show of hands. 5. Apulele, you are the chairperson of. Okay, deputy, chairperson for governance election. Van Heesteen, Rolly, do you accept?
Yes.
Yes. Anyone else? No? By show of hands for Rolly van Heesteen? 14. Rolly van Heesteen, the deputy. And then the debate.
Your future meetings.
Okay. So on JC/13/03/23, page 35, it's the future meetings.
25. Yes. Ask for proposal and a second. Everybody invited now. They are in agreement. You can ask for proposal and a second.
For a proposer, the seconder.
In front of you is a schedule for the meetings. What normally happens if you have perused it at home, when you received your agenda, you come to council, you are in agreement. You request for a proposal. Please say your name and surname, proposed, and then seconder as well on this item to say you are in agreement with what's in front of you regarding the meetings.
I propose.
There's a proposal by Drew Cunningham, seconder.
Rolly van Heesteen.
Seconded by Ralo van Heesteen. Next item.
All right, so we're on JC/14/03/23 on page 36. It is the debate, implication of national shutdown on human rights.
So on this one, item is serving. So you will find the item. No, there's no item, but you are allowed to debate if I'm correct.
They are in the layout, there's 4 questions. There's the 4 points that you need to vote around in there.
So item is on page 36. This is where you guys, the newly elected councillors, you can engage, you can debate, you can talk, share your views on the implications of national shutdown on Human Rights Day. Yes. Please do not mention any political party or say that you represent. Please, let's have an open and fair debate around. You are allowed, one person is allowed to talk 5 minutes. Or once you're done, we give everybody a chance. You does not have to give the whole floor. If you feel like you're in agreement, you propose and then you second. But you are allowed to debate on this matter. Please feel free.
Thank you, sir.
Now,
So can I read it today?
no. So what? This is here, so you just write. So, who's first?
Yes, Rolly?
Is there any direct implication on the schools in the Bitou area? I just am asking around in district and I saw no direct implication. Were there any direct implication to other schools?
Strikingly was.
Sorry. The question, are you, okay, in this instance, you are raising your question generally to the whole councillors. So what we're gonna do, if there's someone, for instance, the mayor wants to respond, and then you can respond. In this instance, you can, I think you must take the whole bar to respond. Just questions. And then all of you can interact. Your name, Amira, was up? Your hand was up also?
I was gonna say, no, there wasn't any because it was a national school holiday, so it didn't. But other times it has affected both private and government schools everywhere.
But not this time.
But not this time.
The item is still serving. You can.
What are the demands of the shutdown? There were reasonable grounds for the shutdown. The march was going to be one of the great scale, and thus it might turn violent. And since the day after the marching is a public holiday and is on a Tuesday, this means that on Monday, the 20th of March, would then be classified as a school holiday. Since the children are at home and out of danger of the marches going wrong, unless they partake in the marches, it would be safe for everyone to take the day off and have a national shutdown.
What is the comment to that?
Do you agree with the fact that they had a national shutdown?
No,
Do you not agree?
because that gives them more of a reason to go damage property because everyone's now in safe mode. But if they're all in school, sure, then that would be over more. Oh no, they're in school. Let's try and do this another time. But now since they've shut down, gives them more of a reason now to make, let's say, businesses scared, where they will now close their business. Gives them more of a reason to go and interrupt that place by destroying it or having a reason to protest, but like you said, in more of a violent way. They didn't protest here, but if you look in Cape Town and Joburg, they protest. The president said it was supposed to be a quiet protest, but instead they started to obviously burn tires and break into their businesses. Yes?
Speak. I just wanted to say I second what Storm is saying. For instance, we know how violent things can get in our country, just like the lootings in other places. So a national shutdown, I don't think that's a good idea.
What might happen if they continue with the riots and school is going on and let's say they start rioting at the school, but that's still implicate not having a national shutdown? Do you still agree with the point that rather than if they were at home, they would be maybe safer if they did not partake in the riots?
No, because when you're at home, the young kids, what monkey sees, what monkey does. So when you see people going out doing things, they're obviously going to go and steal also. I would do the same. I'm not going to lie. If I see a whole cruise of people going to cars or something, I'm going to be, okay, let's jump on and let's do it. So if you're at school, you have strict teachers, you're in a type of area, ground, you're going to say, no, I'm not allowed to do that. But when you're at home, your parents are working or they're staying at home, no, they're going to also go do the exact same things. If a truck falls down with a bunch of oil or milk, you're going to see a whole bunch of people crewed there, and you're also going to see little kids. But if they were at school, they wouldn't be in that type of environment. So a national shutdown doesn't add agree to it.
I agree with you.
Any more hands?
I think just the bottom of the line is that you can have a protest, and you're in your own right to have a protest, but as soon as that protest implicates other humans' rights, then it becomes wrong. So if the protest had stayed a peaceful protest, then it was fine because, you know, you're voicing your opinion and everyone has a right to voice their opinion. But as soon as it becomes violence and it implicates on other humans' rights, then it becomes a problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I just want to say what she just said. Rachel just said, and the human rights. We have the right on education. So with a national shutdown, like we government schools, then we lose one day. One day is like a week for us. So that means we can't go forward, and now we're behind. Then your grades get behind, and everything just goes sideways. So it's affecting you and your community as well.
It's true.
It's true. Councillors, you in front of you is a mic. You can draw it closer to you and then just press the button. If you're done speaking, you can switch it off again. Okay, so you will continue to point two. Sorry, point two.
Do you feel there is a reasonable ground for the shutdown? Kind of discuss that. So you guys think there's a reasonable ground for the shutdown? Yes?
Well, if you look at the demands, it was about the socioeconomic status of our country, such as load shedding and unemployment. And I think that is reasonable grounds. Nobody wants load shedding. We all are affected by it, businesses, everything, unemployment too. Everybody needs a job to live. And I think it is reasonable grounds, but to be said in a peaceful way. I think the way they go about speaking their voice is not the right way.
I agree with you, because you can have a peaceful process, but as soon as you start destroying businesses, they actually cannot go further with that business, which creates more poverty and no business, and people can't work. So I agree with you there. Anyone else?
I second what Amira says. I think I would also protest against load shedding and the economic status of our country, but there is a correct way to go about these things. Violence is not the way to go. You want to see a change, arrange a peaceful march or protest, or get the citizens of South Africa to sign petitions and send it into the government, or approach businesses who work with sustainable energy like solar panels or wind farms or hydropower to come up with a solution to solve the problem, because violence isn't going to solve load shedding. It's probably going to make it worse. So,
Point number. Anyone else?
Councillors, this is your moment. You are allowed. Like I said, we have 5 minutes on one topic. Please engage, talk around the matters. If you agree, if you disagree, this is about you until you reach point 4, and then we will close the item. So you will deal with point 2, or have we dealt with what are the demands of the shutdown? You have covered it largely, load shedding and things. Then I can just close and give them a charge for point 4.
All right. So number 4, are there alternative solutions to accomplish the same goals?
I think what Noah had to say, you know, instead of letting it lead to violence, do it in a peaceful way, and look to other solutions like approaching businesses about, you know, solutions rather than creating violence, because violence is going to create more violence, which is not going to fix any of the problems that we're protesting.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to keep it. Anyone else?
Agreement.
Okay.
Ask for proposal. Second, then you continue to the next item.
All right, so are we done with this discussion? Can I get a?
Ralph van Eysteel, proposed by Ralph van Eysteel. The seconder,
Scholz.
Faith Scholes, seconded by Faith Scholes. We will continue to the next item. Remember, your portfolio of index is important.
Are we going to JC/15/03/23, proposed projects, quarterly 1 of 2023, page 37.
I received post projects, the presentations. I received one from Noah. Councillor Rachel. Councillor Ani. So if anyone else has a presentation ready, you can just forward it to me by email.
I have mine on USB. Is that okay? Can I plug it in? Okay. Should I go first?
It's comfortable for you.
No, I'll stand.
Okay. You can go on, let's go to that slide there.
Don't need anything else.
Sorry, just to share with all councillors, specifically the speaker, in future, the speaker is not allowed to leave. But as we are busy with the inauguration and this is new, we are allowed it for the presentation. So please make sure that in future, you do not leave your chair. Okay.
All right, so these are my 3 main ideas that in the meeting they said we can set ideas, 4 main ideas for the year. So basically, my content, so sanitation center for plants, for the people, recycling clothing bin, and a place for the young youth to go and have a good time without any illegal substances. So no drugs, no alcohol, none of that. All right, so my sanitation center, the sanitation center will be for the homeless people in flats who can get their hygiene as best as it can be. It's also for people who don't have these resources at home, such as Kondweni people. Their new houses that are built, some of them don't have showers, running water, but this is mainly for people who really need this type of hygiene. And it's also for young babies or women who need sanitation for menstruational needs. Also need educational needs. So that's one thing that we will provide for them. And then it will also be a public place where they need all these things, and we will provide them with either a washcloth, we'll give them a small soap, also shampoo and conditioner that we can get from the cleaning shop. We will make an agreement with the owner to either sponsor or make a mutual agreement on some things. This is also one thing that after when they are done in these showers, we'll need around 4 showers, 2 for women, 2 for men. But after that, instead of them putting on back their old clothes, like a lot of the homeless, instead of them putting back on those clothes that have a lot of bacterial infection, we take those, throw them away, and give them new ones which have been donated to us. This will also create job opportunities for people. So around about 3 people will clean these showers daily, refill with soaps, and give them cloths to be able to also give them clothing. This will be a good job opportunity. I'm not too sure about pay, but it shouldn't be too much. But this will be a day that to go to. So public place, I would say, if you see by the beaches, you have your public showers. We can use those, or you can build on for that, or near there by the fire station or the clinic. So the location you can decide on, but I think it would be a very good idea. This will also help with people factors in place, so less flu. It will create a better and cleaner image for people. place will look and feel more clean. If it comes to people, and it will be a good effect, and we'll get good feedback from it, especially if it gets on social media. So I think that we look not just after our environment, but our people as well. Yeah, and then my next one is clothing bins. So these are very big in America, where these clothing bins are there for people. Instead of throwing your clothes away or reselling them, you'll just throw them into these bins. And how they are made is you will throw your clothes inside, and there's a little shuttle between the clothes in that, so people cannot steal these clothes. So once you open it, it will just be a metal plate, and then the clothes will just go inside, basically like a very fancy bin, if you could say. And this will also help with the young youth for community service once a month or every 2 months, depending how full these bins are. Then we will clean them out, package them, put them, and we'll give them to organizations. For me, I've been working at Masazani childcare unit for around a year now, an organization, and they need a lot of clothes, and they feed around about every day 100 children. So for them to also get food plus a little thing of clothing would really help. So people who, instead of throwing your clothes away, you throw them into these bins. We can all package them, community service, or if you want to pay someone for a day, there you go. So these bins and the costing, I've only looked in American form of costing, but if you want to do South African cost, they're around about, I would say 32,000, somewhere around about there, depending on how big you want it. And then my next one would be a place for the young people. Okay. Since if there was no beach, it would be one boring town, to be honest. Because we had the barcade, but that just turned into a door, let's go drink. So this place will be for young youth where 12 to 17 are only allowed, because we don't want any older people in there. Younger you can be with your parents, but that's usually on some occasion. Cool. So I'm not too sure about you guys, but visitor people, when we get on the dance floor, we get proper dance floor. So what I would love to do is to find a type of building where it can be in the day a study room, and then in nights, on Saturday nights from, let's say, 7 till 10, whenever the music has to be cut off by law, where you'll have a disco night. This will generate money for Bitou Municipality quite a lot. We'll have 2 security guards outside checking bags where no illegal substances are allowed. And if you smell or seem high or whatever it is, sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to use that type of but things like that. So that's my 3 main ideas. I think this would be really fun. I was thinking of the roller skating place, but that would also cost a lot of money. But for now, just a school, a nice area for a dance club, and then in the day a study room for children who their parents work in town until 5 o'clock. They can go there and study. There won't be security guards there, so it will be a safe area also for the children. Those are my ideas.
So once all the presentations is done, you can stay there and close this. Next presentation.
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize we were live. I didn't realize. All right, so Noah Turan, take it away.
Good morning, goeiemorgen, Mbulelo Memani. I'm just going to share my project ideas for the future and Town Council with. So firstly, focusing on environmental preservation and conservation. Second, upgrading and introducing new sports and recreation facilities. And involving the youth in community events such as sports days and cleanups. Okay, so first, environmental preservation and conservation. Split is known for its environmental beauty, and it's probably one of the most beautiful towns in the world. It's always clean, and recycling is very important in our town. However, it's starting to become a little bit dirty. And Split is a tourist town. And one of the reasons tourists like coming to Split is because it is clean. So we need to make sure that it is kept that way. Otherwise, we lose our tourism, and that also lose our income. Because if the tourists stop coming, then the money stops coming. So to make sure that our town is kept clean, I think it is important to educate people on the importance of recycling and waste management. This can be done by visiting schools and giving presentations to young kids and having a presence on social media. Most of Plent is on social media, and if we can advertise the importance of recycling on social media can help. Putting up posters in public places and schools also help spread the message. Starting incentives such as cash for trash, where you get funding from businesses or get someone to sponsor people who hand in their trash or recycling. This could also help people receive some money for food, especially people who are homeless and underprivileged. And then Plent has always had many recycling stations, but many of these have been taken away because they are always dirty or they are beggars loitering. So I think more recycling stations need to put up, but maintained by guards, almost like a car guard system where they can clean the stations, they can unload your rubbish, and then they can earn some money from tips, which would also give them an opportunity to buy food and provide for themselves and their family. Okay. Second, upgrading and creating new sports and recreation facilities. Like Storm said, if you don't go to the beach often, there's not much to do in Plent, and I think it would be really cool to have a youth entertainment hub, like a skate park or a pump track with jungle gyms, and then a coffee stand, which would bring an adult presence to make sure that the kids don't get up to mischief and drink or do drugs at the places. I think it is important also to improve the upkeep of our existing sports fields and parks, to hire groundspeople to make sure that they are always in top condition. This would also help create jobs and would give the children of the Plent more space to practice their sports skills, and then arranging events for youth and the community to participate in sport events and demos, such as mini soccer tournaments. We get pro bike riders and surfers to come do demonstrations for kids, which would give them more activities to do and would keep them off the streets, help reduce drug and alcohol abuse. I think that would really help. And then involving the youth in community events. So our community in Plent has such talented young people, and I think they need to be able to showcase their talents, such as in festival. For example, the Plent Arts Festival, I know at Bitou we have many talented artists, and I think if they were given the opportunity to show their talents, that would be very cool. If they were made aware of the art festivals, they could help out in sporting events like Sabrina Love Races, Tour de Plent. I know there's a Paul's Amazing Race coming up as well. I know not everyone can participate in the races, not everyone has money for bikes, but there's always a need to help set up. Marshals are needed for the race, so the youth could be involved there. And then cleanups. I know there are many groups that clean up the beach regularly in Plent, but I think if the youth in our schools could get involved, then it would just take cleanups in Plent to another level. The town would look better. This could be done on the beach, in the town, and in residential areas. It would be amazing. Thank you very much.
What are you doing? So I'm just going to share, I've got two main ideas that I think is about project ideas. The first would be a reading program, and the reasons I'm starting the reading program in the Bitou area. So it's two main facts. In South Africa, most learners don't know the alphabet by the time they finish grade 1. And then the second one is that 82% of grade 4 learners cannot read for meaning by the time they finish grade 4. So what reading for meaning means is they can understand individual words, but they can't like read 5 pages and say, oh, in these 5 pages, this happened, and this happened with the princess, and this happened with the frog. And, you know, they can't read for meaning, and they don't understand that, which I think, you know, reading, you know, gets you through school. It's something that we all need to be able to do. And so how we could do that is to just to get a bunch of times. So how we can start that is by visiting schools and seeing where help is needed. Not all primary schools mainly, and not all primary schools, you know, some primary schools need it more than others, but to see where help is needed and then to create a roster for those who want to get involved and when and with which schools. So if let's say Virgil was responsible for doing a reading program with Clarence Primary School, and then they ran once a week, and I had a little rotation with people within the school. So it brings in everyone within your peer group to help, and then you create a roster, and you each take turns of going through it. Obviously, you need things like books to read, but most primary schools have some selection of books. And if they didn't, then we could find donations from libraries or even do a reading program at a library. That is the next. And then the second is the sanitary product drive. So why is one the sanitary product drive? It's because young girls in primary school and in high school can miss up to 5 days of school because they don't have the correct sanitary products and they don't want to be at school, but they are uncomfortable. So how we could this is it would be a drive that runs throughout the year rather than specific times, and that we deliver sanitary products to school from donations. And so that girls can have access to sanitary products year round rather than having specific drives and then it's like for 1 month and then it just disappears. And what do they do for the rest of the year? You know, it happens every month. Yeah, that's my ideas. Thank you.
So what I did, I just wrote down my whole presentation and I'll just be reading through everything. Just really you can just follow. My apologies for that. So basically, I'm focusing on support, anti-depression, anxiety support groups in school. So my introduction is, well, I greet everyone and I thank everyone for giving me the opportunity to speak. And I will not beat around the bush. So I'll ask you a rhetorical question. Do you have depression? From my point of view, we all do. But for we are different beings, we handle it in different ways. We've all gone through a depression phase, and if you have not, then count yourself very, very lucky. Learners spend roughly 8 hours daily for 5 days a week at school. Depression is caused by many socioeconomic issues that bear a lot of strain on one's mind. The brain is the most important and powerful organ of the body. So it has many vital functions, one of them being decision making. The mental state you're in dictates what type of decisions you make. The problem with our schools is that they focus mainly on academic and sports achievements of their learners, neglecting what mental state they're in. Schools pressurizes learners to produce great results and be the best, regardless of how they feel. Most children hate school because instead of finding comfort and refuge from the ugly world out there, they are stranded. They spend most of their time in school, and at the end of the day, they feel 10 times worse than they did before. Many pupils rebel and fall victim to gangsterism and drugs. In worst case scenarios, they commit suicide, and many learners find comfort in self-harm as well. 1 in 3 South Africans suffer from depression in their lifetime. According to the World Health Organization, nearly 700,000 people die by suicide because of depression every single day. This is an average of 1 person every 40 seconds. Suicide is the 4th leading cause of death among 15 to 19-year-olds globally. What does this tell us? We've been sweeping this matter under the carpet because of sayings like depression isn't a real illness. It's just a teenage thing to give pass. No, the world is depending on us, for we are the future leaders. You can't achieve greatness if you have mental trauma and resentment of the past. Your mental state plays a role in the actions you take. We want more lawyers, doctors, and presidents than more drug addicts and suicide statistics rising. We must intervene, for most children can't afford mental health, and some have religious parents who don't believe in mental illnesses. As I've mentioned in the beginning, teenagers spend more time in school. It would be ideal if each and every school in our municipal district could have counseling for those who have no means of getting on. I propose that the intervention should be held every day after school in a classroom where there is professional help available, where every teenager can get mental health, they can get the mental health they need. Depression is a dangerous illness, and we've seen the wrath what it can do to our generation. This is a cry for help to stop the spread of depression in our young minds. I ask that you please consider my proposal, and I trust you will have some space after consideration. This is just a little illustration of our vision board. This is what we have today. Depressed teenagers with the counseling group installed in school. We'll have happy children, where we all can focus and actually be the best that we can be.
Then first, if there's any question, I will be speaking in Afrikaans and I will answer all questions in English at the end. Ons is 'n nuwe junior stadsraad. Daarom moet ons die gemeenskap laat weet. Ons is hier. Ons moet die gemeenskap laat weet dat ons omgee oor die omgewing en die gemeenskap. En ons moet dit vinnig verbeter. Ons moet die gemeenskap laat weet dat ons goed sal laat gebeur en nie net tyd mors nie. Daarom moet ons eerste projek kort en kragtig wees. My projek staan uit 2 afdelings. Die opgradering van waterdrif, stofbad, primêr. Die speelgronde en die hervesting van die groentetuin. Die eerste afdeling. Die opgradering van die speelgrond, groentetuin net toe verwaarloos. Ek stel voor dat ons hierdie groentetuin weer hervestig. En nou nie net weer maak, maar dat ons hom beter oordoen, want dit is die doel en die plig van hierdie raad, om vir ons jeug te sorg. Wag.